1 second. Where did I put that towel? Give me a second. Fucking shit just walk off and disappear. I put it in my laundry. Nope. What the hell? Where'd it go? This is my towel. My towel grew legs and walked away from me. Now, let me put you guys in here real quick. There we go. I gotta find my towel. Or like my the towel that I have that was oh, here it is. All right. So the plan is to stain half of the living room because obviously it's gonna need to dry overnight, and I still need to be able to walk to my kitchen. So once this side's dry, then tomorrow I'll do the other half. I already sanded everything. Oh shit. Used the sander earlier. Might want to tighten this though. But it's currently snowing out. Look at that. It is snowing in April. It's crazy. So don't mind my mess right now. Just kind of had things moved around so I can work out here. Oh shit. But I'm not going out anymore tonight, so planning on just staying in because it's snowing. And if people comment or something, I'll get my other phone so I can read chat. In 1 second. It's 80 here? What the hell? I'm actually jealous. Like, I'm so over fucking winter. Like, seriously. I just had to survive brutal winter in New York to only come here and have to deal with more snow. I'm gonna scoot you guys back because see, I have to have you guys plugged in or my phone will die. So I'm gonna put you guys right here. But let me go grab my other phone so I can have these read chat. Talk to people as I'm moving around. But the stainer should definitely work. Or it's not, I keep saying stainer and staining. This is what I'm using. So it's going to make the floor look shinier and give it a little bit slightly darker tone. And you can see that I stripped it. It's super hard right now. But let me get chat opened up here. Oh, I gotta watch an ad on my own video. Hey, what's up, lovely? Good to see you. Oh, wow. So, yeah, now it's warm there. That's crazy. All right, very carefully not to spill this. So, my landlord gave me this. Is the same stuff. It was just what he didn't use last time he used it. And he put it in this peanut container. So, I'm going to use this first. But I'm really curious to see how this turns out. I wish I had more brighter lighting in here, but it is what it is. I gotta get some lamps and some really bright lights. But I'm gonna put you guys over here for now so I can at least see chat. Let me see if I have a different shirt to change into because I don't want to mess this shirt up. I just bought it not long ago. Give me a second. I don't want to mess this shirt up. Got the beta shirt. Fuck, I gotta go do laundry. Guess I'll do laundry tomorrow. Alright. Hang on. I'm using this towel just to put my knees on because the floor is pretty freaking hard. But a little goes a long way. Here's that. I think these are gonna actually come out pretty nice. Alright, so maybe I need a little bit more because this paintbrush is really thick. Whew. I'm assuming this floor is probably going to be pretty sticky for a couple of days. But y'all will really be able to see a difference once I get more into better lighting. There's usually a rug right here. Or a doormat, I mean. Yeah, this would be nice. And I could also use this on other, like wood inside here. Like the trim here. The doors, I could use it if I wanted to. Nice gloss so far. And it smells really good. I'm sure this isn't like good to breathe in, but if I pass out on live, at least the content value will be there. Chloroforming myself. It is really strong smelling. It will be nice for these original wood floors to kind of pop again. They're oak, so actually I'm just gonna do this real quick. All right, cool. I don't want to go against the grain too much, but right up against the door, I kind of wanted to just give myself a buffer between the door. I wonder if this would be easier with like a rolling brush or rolling pin, I mean. This might be easier, but oh well. It's not like I have that much floor to do. All right, let me get my flashlight. Oh, that looks pretty good. It's got some gloss to it. You can clearly see how far I went to. Nice. Yeah, this place is gonna smell like a freaking wood factory for like a week now. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys could see it on camera, but it's starting to kind of take form here with the gloss. Alright, I'm gonna move my phone. I'm trying not to put my hand in this crap. Oh yeah. Now that I'm getting more into the light over here, that looks a lot better so far. And it's not even dry yet. Looks so much better. And try not to go in front of my door. Or well, actually I'm gonna go about halfway in front of the door. And leave half to walk on. And then when all of this dries tonight, tomorrow, I'll move the furniture from that side of the room back over here so I can finish the other half. It's kind of tough when you're living in here. You can't just do the whole thing, because if I were to do this entire room, I would have started from the other side and worked my way this way. Originally, I was gonna go camping tonight. That was my original plan, but with the snow, it's supposed to snow all night, kind of ruined those plans, so it's all good. Just have to wait until it's better weather, but let me move you guys. Ooh. Yeah, that's starting to look a lot better. I don't know if you all can tell with the camera, but it's definitely a lot glossier. It's just dark in this corner, so it's hard to see. Light doesn't really reflect that well. But when you get it like kind of low to the floor and you look over it, it's a lot shinier. I'm like really excited for the new furniture I'm going to be getting. Or, well, not new furniture, but you all know what I mean, the extra furniture. I found a really awesome TV stand for $15. It's oak, like a dark, very dark color. It's gonna go perfectly in the living room here for $15. Just some old person getting rid of it. I'm gonna try and go pick it up tomorrow. If I'm lucky, before someone else buys it. But it's kind of low to the ground. A little bit taller than a coffee table, but it's got cabinets. That's where I'm gonna put my TV at. Actually, I got a lot of plans coming up here. I know people are like, oh, why are you doing this if you're not going to live there that long? Well, I'm actually going to be here for at least a year. It's a lease. But in 3 or 4 months from now, when I replace my van, with another van or another camper vehicle, could be a truck camper or it could be a van, I don't know yet. I won't know until I start looking around a few months from now. Got to save money first. But when I do, I'm still going to be living here. I'm just going to go on extended vacations, I guess, or camping trips, expeditions, and then travel and come back. I'm gonna have to touch up this corner here too. I see a little bit of sawdust, or I'm sorry, from when I sanded in that corner over there. It probably just got blown over there, and when I swept, I didn't get that corner good enough, and there's a lot of sand over there, so I'm just gonna avoid sanding that corner for now. When this dries and I sweep that up, I'll touch it up with the brush, but just gotta go to right here. All right. Let's turn this like this. Hold on, I'll read the comments in a second, I'm sorry. God, it smells like fucking, I don't know what. It's strong though. Sorry, I didn't have the comments up because freaking advertisement popped up. Hey, what's up, Vic? Oh no, the wood expert's here. Vic, don't criticize me. I'm a rookie. I'm just trying to stain. Or not, I keep saying staining. I'm trying to put varnish on here. Ooh, you know what would have really looked nice on these floors is the captain's varnish. Captain's varnish is like, I think in my opinion, the best varnish you could use. But I gotta go with what the landlord gave me. So I can't improvise when it comes to the floors, because the floors are original. And this isn't gonna, I could mess this up really bad and the floors will still look like they're supposed to. This just makes them look shinier, but captain's varnish, whew. That would make them a lot darker. And it would weather protect them too. Not that I really need to in here, but if I end up building a truck house camper, I'll definitely use captain's varnish on the wood on the outside. That stuff's pretty good. And it lasts for like a long time. If you use it for outside purposes, like a deck or something, you gotta touch it up once a year, but inside, you could probably go like 3 or 4 years without having to reapply it. But y'all see why I'm only doing half of this floor, right? I'm only going halfway so I can walk, because I still gotta live in here. Plus, I'm not in a rush. Like, what am I in a rush for exactly? Get it done in a few days, the whole place. I gotta do this, the whole place. And I still got to sand in the front room. I got to sand in my bedroom, the bathroom. The only place I'm not really doing is the kitchen, because there's too much crap in there to go around. So I'm not really worried about the kitchen as much, but kitchen, I'm probably just going to do a really big, nice kitchen mat. Alright, so this is about the halfway mark. But once this dries, I'll be able to easily see where I left off and where I need to finish. So it's probably not going to be a straight line across. But I might be able to show you guys the difference. Here in a second, I'm going to move you guys over. Okay. Surprisingly, I didn't get any of this crap on me. Not yet. Alright, so it's about halfway. I mean, worst case scenario, I step in it and my shoes are sticky. I'd say the toughest part of the floors is probably by the front door where it's gotten the most wear. Which I guess it's good that it's darker there. It's like more worn wood than the common areas of the apartment. We'll see, maybe I could do a second coat. Alright, so that's about as far as I want to go. Just go over it again. Just kind of smooth it out. Alright. Goodness. What are you supposed to do with the paintbrush? I would think that you would want to rinse it out, right? Or maybe you do. So I think I'm going to put the brush, I just don't want the brush to get all hard on me. Put it in the kitchen. Let's see. Somewhere where, oh, I got an idea. There we go. Didn't want to set the brush down on anything because, especially the white sink in the kitchen. So put it on a grocery bag. All right, let's see what it looks like from a different angle here. So you all can see how far I've gone and what the difference looks like. Look at that. So we got a light. Oh, it's not the light I wanted. There we go. So that actually looks really good. When it's dry, that's what it's going to look like. It's going to have that nice shine to it. And I'll have to see if I can get like a buffer fitting for that and kind of like buff it in when it's dry. Ace Hardware's not that far. It's like right up the road. But you could see the difference between with the new varnish on it versus no varnish. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. It's got kind of like a darker color. It brings out the yolk a little bit more. And actually in this corner here, you can see where I didn't apply the varnish because there's still sawdust over there. Or wood or whatever. Versus where I did apply it. I think that looks pretty good. Further away. Oh yeah. This place is gonna look really nice. It's now when I get done with it, I don't know why I'm holding this tripod. I can just take my phone out of it. But bedroom looks nice. Bedroom's getting there. I don't know if I showed you guys this last time. I'm gonna get my phone out of here. So, oh yeah, let me turn my flashlight off. There we go. I mean, I got my computer on the bed right now. Ignore that. But I got this shelf here now. And I got my, y'all remember this from my camper van? This was over my bed. This is that light that dims. It's LED, uses very minimal power. So, oops. It's got different settings. You can dim it like that, like a nightlight, or make it go really bright. And I just put the power strip's kind of out right now because I needed to plug in for my phone. But typically this is not plugged in here and this power strip's down there. But I use this light primarily in the bedroom to try and help save on the electric here. And right now I have the lights on, obviously, because I'm applying varnish, but typically it's pretty dark in here. And I just realized the light switch for out here is there. And oh, you know what? Duh, that's fucking stupid. Hold on. So I guess when I'm ready to go to bed, I got this old shower rod here. We can just flick it off later. I just didn't quite think that through. How am I going to turn this light switch off later? But yeah, so we'll let that dry. Put the lid back on this real quick. I'll tighten it in a second. But yeah, so the bedroom's going to come out nice too. I'm not moving the bed. I'm just going to end up moving the dresser right here out of the way. But the floors are in much better shape in the bedroom. Like, the floors are going to... Honestly, I may not even need the sand in the bedroom unless, like, it's really bad behind the dresser. Because these actually look really good. I guess I'll have to wait and see, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna slide this thing out of the way and slide the dresser out of here, leave the bed, because the bed's staying in the exact same spot. You're never gonna see the wood under it. And the wood under the bed probably looks just like this. But another cool thing I'm doing in the bedroom, and you know, since I am going to be here for at least a year, maybe even longer than that, I might actually enjoy it here. Plus my business is here now that I'm, you know, working on getting going. Like, I'm not going to be able to just leave here. So who knows, I might be here longer. For the price, it's worth it. But you'll see this rod, or this whatever that is up there. I don't know why that's up there. Maybe they hang coats or something, but I'm actually going to utilize that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this white pull off, and I'm going to put a projector screen where those mounts are already at. And I'm going to have a projector screen, a widescreen that comes all the way down. And then I'm going to put a projector over there on that wall on a shelf. So I'm just going to do like a little shelf. And when I'm sleeping at night, I put the projector screen down and watch a movie on the projector. And they have these, actually Walmart has a very inexpensive projector. And it's got like Roku built into it. They're only about $100. And they're meant for like small spaces. Like, obviously if you're trying to do it in a big living room, you'd want a bigger projector, but This thing's pretty cool. It connects to Wi-Fi, so I can hook it up to my internet and literally just watch movies in here on a projector screen. So that's what I'm gonna do in there, and then I'll have the TV in here. And then in here, in my dining room, I'm gonna do a mini TV right here, little Roku TV. I'm gonna set up on top of this thing. So when I'm in here eating food or something, if I wanna watch some TV, I can. And TV's in all 3 rooms. Should I do a TV in the bathroom too? Should I mount one? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not really in the bathroom all that much. But, let me turn this. I should put one in there. Yeah. I think I said this on the last stream, but the curtains, these are what were in here. And he told me I can change the curtains however I want. So, oh wow, look, the whole roof is snow. I gotta fix the screen out here. The reason the screen's busted is because past tenants broke the screen so they could climb out on the roof and use it like a balcony, and you're not really supposed to do that because they don't have the insurance for that. But this is a roof right out this window, which is actually pretty cool. But I'm not gonna go out on the roof because I know I'm not allowed to, but now I gotta replace the screen so during summertime I could open this window and bugs can't get in. But look at this. We're literally on the roof. And the whole roof's covered in snow. So that's pretty cool. And I like how these just open inward. Ah, come on. Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. I got it. So it's got these cool locks, so you just lock it so they don't blow open. Lock on both sides. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get one of those window curtain rods that stick all the way out on both sides. So they're like super long. And I'm gonna get curtains that go down to about the same length because that's the perfect length. But they're just gonna be wider, so I could actually open the curtains all the way up. This does open, you just slide it to one way, but it's kind of stuck up there because it's not really a good curtain. But I'm gonna get, I saw these really awesome, like, not baby blue, but they're kind of like darker than baby blue curtains. And they're pretty cool. They're 2 pieces, so you just pull them together and it makes one. But they're blackout, so you can't see through them. This one you can actually see through, like the light comes through. So I'm gonna do those curtains there, and then I'm gonna go with beige curtains, same style out here. And that window is exactly the same, so it goes to the roof, which is pretty cool. But I'm gonna go with beige because I'm trying to keep like the walls and everything out here kind of, lighter, because the furniture is gonna be pretty dark. And I think I told you guys this, but this is one of the chairs. I think the landlord's actually just gonna pick this one up because he probably doesn't want to get rid of it. But these 2 chairs are kind of broken. The last tenant completely destroyed these. And that's why he said I could do whatever I want with these now, because they're not really any good. And he's giving me 2 really nice looking chairs for that table. The table's good. The table looks good. But yeah, you guys see how these curtains are in here? Hey, what's up, Lisa? Good to see you. Sorry I didn't text you the link. I totally forgot to text my group of people the link. But see how these curtains are out here? Like, I'm actually going to keep these curtains. I'm not getting rid of these. I like these ones. But basically, this is on a much larger scale of what I'm going to do in the bedroom and in the living room. But this is what I meant by 2 curtains on a very long rod that you could open up like this and tie them off. So That's what I mean out here. I think it will really add some accent. And it is an old building, so you got some cracking, some minor cracking in the walls that they patched over. But what I'm actually going to do in this corner over here on the other side of that radiator, see how tall these ceilings are? I am going to get the tallest fake plant that's going to cover that entire back wall, that the curtain can slide out behind it, and it's going to completely cover all that, so it doesn't matter. And it's just going to go there in a little pot. I'm doing a fake plant because I kill real plants, unfortunately. Unless it's basil. Basil is hard to kill. I might do a basil plant out here, actually, because I like to cook. And the perfect place for a basil plant would honestly be right here, because the direction that the sun comes, it gets some sunlight, but then as the day goes on, the sun isn't directly coming in anymore. But I am going to be doing some fake plants in here. So yeah, one there. Haven't decided what to do in that corner. Honestly, I don't know what that pipe is for. It comes down. That might be electrical. Or it might be a gas line, actually. Let me look. Yeah, I don't know what that pipe is. This gold pipe. Anybody has any ideas? I'll have to ask my landlord. But the only electrical that I have in here is right there. I got 4 plugs. And then I got 2 plugs right here. Every plug in here works. Even those really old ones with the 2-prong, those work. And the ones on that side work. That's where I had my computer plugged in. I don't think there are any. Nope, there are none over there. So, yeah, electrical in old buildings is kind of a challenge. Anybody that's ever lived in a 100-plus-year-old building knows that sometimes you get lucky and they install like newer outlets. And those 2 plugs are actually connected on the same circuit as the one in the bedroom behind the dresser. And the reason I had the power strip, or the lead cable going to the power strip right here, is because there's literally nowhere else in here that there's an electrical outlet. Like, there's literally no electricity on any of those walls or behind the bed. I looked. The only spot in here is behind here, and it's only a 2-plug. So that's why I put the power strip in here. The bathroom has absolutely no electrical outlets. I came in here the other day to shave, right? I got in here, I opened up my bad. Hold on. Came in here, I opened up my bag here. I got my clippers already, right? I had my clippers. I was like, all right, I'm going to shave. And then I start looking around for the electrical outlet in the bathroom. I'm like, where the fuck is the electrical outlet? Like, how do you hair or blow dry your hair if you're a lady? There's nothing in here. So what I had to do was, just kind of funny. Basically, I had to take this mirror right here from my camper van. That lights up. And I had to bring it out here into the kitchen. Show you guys. I had to plug in there and basically shave over the sink, where I set up like a trash bag to shave into. So shaving's going to be kind of a challenge. It's the only time I need electric in the bathroom, but extension cord to the bathroom is the best. But that is true. I could do that. But at the time, I didn't have this extra extension cable in here. I only had the one, and I didn't want to like move everything. But yeah, I guess one of the things I could do is probably run a lead cable from, actually not plugged into the power strip because I don't want to overload one plug, I got a second plug behind the dresser. I could probably run like a 25 footer behind the radiator all the way behind the bed along the seam of the floor and then behind this thing and then just leave it like behind here, and then when I need to shave I can just, you know, pull it around into here and then shave in here. So might do that. That's probably smart. I just don't have a lead cable long enough. Unfortunately, when I left my van, I didn't take all my lead cables because the space constraints in the Trailblazer. And I grabbed 3 total. So I have a black one that's still in my Trailblazer, and I got 2 green ones. And I didn't grab the yellow one that I left behind and a blue one. And unfortunately, both of those were actually the longest ones. Those were the ones I used to use for my to charge my van up. Like those were the ones I used. Man, the snow is coming down out there. Look at that. Also, guys, if you want to help me out, please like the live, because I haven't posted episodes in a while, so these live streams are really all I got right now. Yes, I will have some episodes coming up for you guys in the future, probably by next month. Just, you know, life happened and just haven't really been able to get out there and get outdoors as much as I wanted to this last week, and I'm gonna have to you know, get my shit together here, I'd like to get this apartment set up before the end of the month so I could actually enjoy being in here full time. Basically, I want to make this place feel like a home, right? I want to make it feel like a home. And the best way to do that is just to keep grinding and working at it. But look at that floor. This is a great start. Look at the difference in the floor. You can actually, as it's drying, you could actually start seeing the difference. You can see how far I came to, and then the part that I didn't. But when this is done, these floors are going to look like $1 million. And by the way, I stand corrected. This building is 150 years old. So basically before Red Dead Redemption 2 timeline. But like I said, he's got to do the plumbing for the kitchen sink still. So right now, actually what I've been doing is just washing. I don't have a lot of dishes, honestly. And when I cook, I don't really have a lot. But anything I need to wash, I've mostly just been using this sink because it's actually a very deep sink. And I got both hot water and cold water in here. Where in the kitchen, I only have cold water. So I've been using this to like rinse bowls out, spoons, cooking utensils, my coffee thing when I made coffee the other day. And I really only use this to fill up water. And then if a little bit of water spills over, then I just dump the bucket into the bathroom toilet. But tonight I made myself some chili. It's actually was pretty good, just needs to be stirred up. Made some chili and then I made tea. I got tea steeping right now. Did that earlier. And I'm trying to get things kind of cleaned up in here. I got that whole shelf up there too. And put stuff. But like I said, the kitchen's gonna be a bit of a process. Like this whole area is like gonna be the toughest thing to tackle. But the reason it's set up like this is because I think back in the day, this used to be part of the bigger house up here. Like the whole floor used to just be one giant house. And then they dividended it up. And technically this is a 5-room apartment. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That's basically a 5-room. 2 small rooms and 3 same size rooms. But I will say this. This is definitely a step up from trying to cook in a camper van. 100%. Like my camper van, I know it doesn't look like much in here, but I'm grateful because I could actually stand and cook. I don't have to like twist around in the freaking gaming chair to cook. And I could actually walk around now, which is nice. Forgot what it felt like to actually live a normal life. But I think my absolute favorite thing in here is the tall ceilings. How tall these ceilings are. Like imagine Christmas time, the size of the Christmas tree I could fit in here. And, you know, for Christmas, I'm already planning it out because I'm obviously going to be here because I have to be here past a year. So I'm here whether I want to or not till next April. So I will be here for Christmas 100% this year. But for Christmas, I don't know where I'm putting the Christmas tree. Does anybody have any suggestions? Because, again, these 2 chairs are staying here. Behind it's going to be the TV stand with the TV on it. And then there's going to be a little side table in between the 2 chairs. So you can actually like sit here, coffee table right here, and a recliner over there. So I don't think I could fit a Christmas tree in here, unfortunately. I don't. But I did think about this. You know, if I'm sitting in the recliner there watching the TV over there, and this door's open, I have a clear line of sight, you know, through here. So maybe we could put the Christmas tree here. I don't know. Or I could put it in that corner. Yeah, think about it. Because I'm actually going to do one this year. And I'm going to get a real Christmas tree too. Because I'm in South Dakota. You can just go get real Christmas trees. But I want to get a tall ass Christmas tree that I need a freaking giant ladder to put the star on the top of it. Like a super, not crazy wide one, but like a skinny one. Very tall. Tall ass Christmas tree. So I'll probably put it in this room. Why not? Front of the window so people walking on the street will actually be able to see the Christmas tree through the window. God, look at that snow. The roads are actually starting to get coated now because it's getting colder. Front window, yes. Yeah, because I was like contemplating, I was like, it would be super cozy to have a Christmas tree in my living room, especially with like the style I'm going with in here. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but you know, once I get my decor up on the walls and all the furniture in here that I'm getting, and like it's gonna be, and I'm not gonna be using that light really. I'm only using the light right now because that lamp doesn't work. And I'm going to have a couple lamps in here. I'm going to put one behind the recliner over there where I can plug into that wall. And then there's going to be one back behind that chair in that corner. So this is going to be nice in here. The vibe in here will be cool. So a Christmas tree would have been awesome in here. Would have been awesome, but I don't think I can fit it. Unfortunately, the room's long but narrow. It would just be too cramped, I think. But hey, maybe I could do like a mini Christmas tree in here. Or some Christmas lights, you know, around the curtains. Small one in that room, tabletop, fake one. Yeah, that could work. What are those, what are those antique Christmas tree things where it's basically like a porcelain glass? And you put the light inside of it, and it's got the little tiny holes in it that you put these peg things, and you could do like, yeah, you could do like Christmas light looking ones. You could do like doves or angels or whatever. It's like what my grandparents used to have. That would be pretty cool to have in here. It's kind of like a nightlight, but it looks old as shit. But they're usually white. and you put like a white light in it, and you put the little pegs inside the holes, and the pegs kind of light up whatever colors they are. Yeah, I know you guys remember them, but I think like something antiquish like that would kind of bode really well in here. Another thing too is I like the placement of these shelves. I think they're terrific. I like that I'm able to put some stuff on these, as you can see. Like I'm able to put my paperwork for my business in here. I got all of my important files right there. But I don't like the just basic like shelf thing. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of like what I did with my camper van. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and just measure how long I want it and the width of these. So basically I'll just take one of these with me and have them measure it out and cut it for me. And just like a slab of wood that I can stain and put that up there so it actually look really nice. I'm not going to change anything structurally like that. Like I'm just going to leave that. I like it. And my landlord actually said in the storage closet in the hallway, he's got more of these things. So if I want to do like a third shelf higher up, I can add one more. So I think I'm going to end up keeping that there. Probably going to keep the mirror there too. I might just go with a different mirror. Like, I don't know, like a more rustic look eventually. And then take that mirror, maybe mount it to this door right here. Or put it in my bedroom on the back of this door. I don't know. No, I'll keep it. I'll figure out something for it. Another thing I didn't really talk about before though is obviously for now the table's there. If I do a Christmas tree, obviously it'll just get shifted over. But on this wall right here, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and put a desk right here. Not a big desk, but like, I don't know, like about from here to about right there. I'm gonna do a desk. I don't know how much work I'm actually gonna do at it, but I need a place to actually keep important documents. I need a desk with drawers that I can keep, my files for my business in there, because my business, I have like already 20 accounts, right? Or 20 clients so far. And like I need to be able to have a place to easily file stuff to where I can find it or stuff doesn't get lost. Because right now I've just been sticking everything inside that gigantic envelope up there. So I don't want to clutter the living room with like work stuff. I can still work in the living room on my computer, but yeah, I think I'm going to go with a desk. And I'm going to get like a vintage desk too. It's going to match everything. So yeah, there's going to be a desk in here, mini table because it's just me. I don't need a big dining room table. And some decor for the front window. Because we gotta do something with these windows here, man. You don't have tall ceilings and gigantic windows and then just leave them empty like this. Like, you don't want to clutter it, but a couple nice actual real plants here that serve a purpose, like basil, oregano, maybe even a mini tomato plant might do good here. I'll have to do some research. The pepper plants look really cool. It's something I can throw in with my chili when I make chili. But I have this whole entire window and I could either put stuff here or I could do both. I could put some plants here and I could put some there and some like decorations. Rosemary, yeah, rosemary's great. But I want to fill this up just in front of the window. Like, that's why I was saying, like, this whole thing here. Ooh, shit. I tripped over the rug. This whole thing here, I can clear the top of this off and put a mini TV here. I actually wouldn't mind a mini TV. Like, for example, when I do my work during the daytime on my computer, I like to have something in the background. So what I usually play is like the news videos or the live news videos on YouTube. It would be cool to have something, in here playing while I'm working. So usually I like to have the news on while I work. It keeps me focused. Um, so yeah, I'll probably use that for that. As you can see, I brought these from my camper van. These were in my van. Originally supposed to be shelves for under my bed, but now I use it as, that is my snack storage. And I currently don't really have anything in this except for crock pot bags and fire starter. But I'm gonna get 2 more. Where'd everybody go? What the hell? Everybody just dropped off. Did I lose signal or something? Or my stream cut out? Yo, what's up, Vic? Okay, so I'm still alive. I just want to make sure. It's only showing me that there's 1 person watching, but there's 2 of you here. I think YouTube's lying to me. YouTube does this sometimes. I don't know why. Look, I'll show you. I don't know what it shows you guys on your end, but it says 1 person watching, but I know damn well there's definitely more people watching. Yeah, YouTube's always doing that. But what do you guys think? YouTube is like, yeah, see, there's 3 people. Whenever I was doing like video game streams in the past, it would do that to me all the time. Like it would tell me that 1 person or 2 people are watching, and then I'll go on my other phone and it would say like 12 people are watching. YouTube be not counting my views. Not that it really matters, honestly. But what do you guys think of the floor so far? Do you guys think it's gonna be a major improvement or no? Like with the varnish on it. What do you guys think? I know it's kind of hard to tell in that corner because it's darker there, but or here, I got a flashlight. Yeah, now you can see the gloss. Look at that. And you can see how far I went to the corner. But I told you all the varnish was going to make a pretty good difference over time. I'll be really curious to see what this whole place looks like once that's dry and I can finish all this. See, I got way more floor I gotta do. We're about 1/3 of the way in. It's actually, there's more from like this point to there. It's a little bit longer, but it didn't take me that long to do that. Like it'll probably only take me like 30 minutes to finish this. It'll take me longer to find a place for all this furniture, actually. I appreciate it. It could be someone fish tanking you and they stop their streaming you. Oh, gotcha. I'm not worried about it. Honestly, if it wasn't that much work, and I'm sure my landlord wouldn't care, I'd have to ask him permission, of course, first, but I could totally do a fish tank in my bedroom, like Fish Fan has. Look how long this dresser is right here. Imagine if I had like 100-gallon or 200-gallon tank in here with some tropical fish, freshwater fish, and get like the cool like rocks or whatever. But the problem is I work so much and I'm always out like running errands for my business. And I'm just afraid that I'm not going to know what to do to properly take care of it. I don't want dead fish. And fish tanks end up smelling after a while. But maybe Fish Fan has some good ideas, maybe, on how to maintain it, you know, to where it's not too much of a hassle. I just don't want to be like irresponsible with fish, you know what I'm saying? No on the fish tank, yeah. I was thinking, I was like, it would look great, it would look fantastic, but it's like a high risk, very little reward. Get snakes and lizards in the tank. Maybe we can go find a rattlesnake in the woods. Oh, I'm sure my landlord would absolutely love that. I'm just kidding. He wouldn't. Definitely no to. I wouldn't want snakes in here, honestly. I'm Indiana Jones. Remember, I don't like snakes. Dr. Jones, it's a snake. Look at the road. Look how the snow's coming down now. Since I started the stream. A rat snake. Nah. I don't think I'm gonna have any pets in here for a while. You know, eventually, if he okays Valentina one day, I'll have her, of course. But it's probably best that she stays where she's at right now, because with as much as I've been working and not home, like, you guys don't understand, like, for my business, I've been having to go literally everywhere, like all the way down to Rapid City to like all over the fucking place. And I'm just not home. Like, there's nights that I don't even get home till 9, 10 o'clock at night here, which is like almost midnight most of your times. And I just wouldn't be able to, with as much as I've been working. Valentina is much happier where she's currently at with these people. And that's the whole point of a fostering situation anyways, is, you know, they foster them until you're like ready to bring them home in a stable environment. And even though I just got an apartment, I know that with as much work that I've been doing, I wouldn't be able to give her the attention she actually needs. Also, I don't really have anybody here that could just watch her for me, you know, for the day, or, you know, for a week if I got to work a bunch like I had in New York. I don't have that. So I just don't want to take her in and out of her new environment, because she's really happy. And she has other dogs that she gets to play with each day. So I'm just going to be fair to her. As much as I'd love to have her, I think it's just best, you know. But and we'll see what happens. It's a complicated situation right now, because you know, if I had her, I wouldn't be able to work as much as I have been, and I really need to work as much as I have been the last couple of weeks, because literally my life depends on it. I, you know, got all these plans coming up, and gotta get back on track, man. Gotta grind. Oh, and that's the other thing too. Valid point. I do still see her. I'm respectful. I don't like take videos when I see her, because I'm at the people's place, and also, you know, we got some people online that would love to figure out exactly where she is so they could call them. So there's a reason I don't film, but I do go see her. And I check in, I text the people a lot, get updates. So she's in good hands. She's happy. She gets lots of treats, lots of food. She's already gotten her shots and everything. I got taken her to the vet and got her shots updated, her rabies and all that, before we left New York, and got her updated license before we hit the road, because, you know, I was thinking we'd be traveling around to a lot of places in the van out west, and I was like, well, there might be campgrounds that want updated proof that she's got her shots, and So I did all that before I left, and at least, you know, she's got all that done. So she's good. Like I said, I still can go see her. I can take her. In fact, like probably in a couple weeks when I go out to film some content and do some hiking, I might consider taking her with me. It just depends on exactly where I'm doing that at. I just gotta check, make sure it's like okay for dogs, because there's some trails where you gotta actually like climb shit. Um, but you all know what I mean. Like I'll be able to take her with me on some adventures, and she'll actually be able to ride up front with me because I don't have the generator up front anymore. I moved it to the back. So that'll be cool. She's doing good. I am sad I don't have her because I enjoy having her with me, especially late at night when I'm home. I'm just kind of here by myself and it's quiet. But yeah, you know, at least she's got company and other dogs that she can hang out with and sleep with. And she lives in like a normal home. That's the thing too. Like she's in a normal home. Like the people don't lock her up. They don't put her in a kennel. Like she just free roams. And then during the daytime, they're usually outside playing. A gigantic farm. I gotta set you guys down for a second. All right. But yeah, so the bedroom, I'm kind of go over the bedroom a little bit more here. So this is my closet. Because this building was in the 1800s, I don't have like a traditional closet that you can like hang your clothes in and shut a door. So this was already in here, obviously. But as you can see, I got extra blankets and sheets and bedding and towels. And then I've just been hanging my pants up. And after I do laundry, I gotta do freaking laundry tomorrow. Bag's getting kind of freaking heavy now. But I'm gonna hang all my shirts up, or well, shirts I don't want to get wrinkled. And I gotta do my bedding too. I gotta wash all that. But I have all these drawers that are empty. Going to 10 songs tonight? Hell yeah, man. Well, make sure you send them to me. Yeah, so I mean, I only have a couple things in these drawers. A pair of sweatpants, nice. There's more blankets. This one's empty. That one's empty. So I got all this space, man. It's unused. I do have more clothes inside the Trailblazer. I haven't fully brought everything up. I've just been kind of making trips here or there. Like today was the day I brought up all of my food and stuff, and like all my cooking stuff, got that up here. But yeah, I got to, honestly, I wish I had this apartment lined up before I sold my van. If I would have known that I was going to get to South Dakota and have an apartment to live in, I would have just thrown everything out of my van into the Trailblazer and left just enough room for Valentina and just drove straight here to this apartment and moved in. Had I known it existed. But I didn't have the money at that time, so I didn't even look. But I would have actually been able to save all of my stuff and had room to put it in here. Like a lot of stuff that I left behind was stuff that I used, because when I left New York, I only put stuff in the van that I needed or used, right? I already had downsized my closet, my clothes, but I had to leave clothes behind because I couldn't fit everything. Took what I wore mostly and was like, okay, I'll just buy new shirts. That's why I've just been buying all these new shirts around, you know, Deadwood, Spearfish. There's some really nice stores, but I went to think it was like a week ago or whatever. I was walking around and I found a place that actually had a bunch of like touristy shirts on sale where you buy 3 of them for like $15 off type deal. I got this really cool Deadwood shirt. So I've been getting some newer shirts. I needed new shirts anyways. I got like a really cool Hill City Black Hills t-shirt. I think I got a I got a Bigfoot t-shirt. So I got 3 shirts total. So I'll just buy new shit. Sucks. My least favorite thing is having to leave all that shit behind. And honestly, the diesel heater, I should have went ahead and tried to rip it out of the floor and save it, because yes, I have the radiators in here. However, I probably could have figured out a way to vent out the diesel heater and use it in here during winter time. And that way I could tell the landlord, hey, don't bother turning the radiators on for me during winter. Because the boiler uses a lot more electricity. Let me just plug in my diesel heater. It uses like 20 watts or 30 watts, which is hardly anything, and runs off of diesel. And it's an indoor diesel heater. And that diesel heater, I can tell you guys 100%, I could put it in that front room and leave the doors open, and it would have this entire freaking apartment completely hot, like to where I'd have to open the windows. How I know this is because in the van, I could only keep it on like the 2nd or 3rd setting out of 10, and it would obliterate anything in front of it. Like, that thing was really nice. I paid, well, after taxes, I think I paid like $200. And I just left it. I just left it behind, didn't even try and take it out. Like, where was I going to put it in the Trailblazer? There was no place to put it. Look at that. Well, at least I get a little sneak preview of what it looks like here during winter time when it snows. I mean, I'm sure it snows more than this. That looks really nice though. South Dakota is a nice state. It is, it really is. There's a lot about South Dakota that kind of reminds me of Florida in a way. Like, some of the people here remind me of people from Florida, just how everybody acts. But it's like got a more Western vibe to it than Florida, where Florida's more tropical feeling or swamp feeling, depending what part of the state you're in. Like, there's just more nostalgia here in South Dakota, being in like these old towns and living in old buildings like this. Honestly, I'd prefer to live in a building like this over like a brand new condo apartment, because I used to have a condo apartment about 4 years ago, actually, or 5 years ago now. I don't know, I think it was in 2021 when I moved out. And yeah, it was nice and everything, but you were like jam-packed like sardines with like so many other people. Like, you were just like, every time you step out your door, you see somebody. And like, most of those condos in Florida are actually built pretty cheap too. Like, the walls are paper thin. This place, like, everything's just solid here. It's not for everybody. Some people don't like old places, but yeah, for a place this old, for, after the first month, like $550 a month is not bad at all for this. For one person, I wouldn't put a family of people in here, but this is definitely big enough for 2 people. I'd say 2 people and a dog, this would be comfortable. But it's only one person and no dog right now. I got more room than what I know what to do with. I mean, I just showed you guys my dressers. Completely empty. I have all this storage up here in the bathroom. Look at this. I don't know who put these cabinets up here, but they utilize the ceiling, the tall ceiling in here well. And look at all that storage. I got all this space in here. So things that I don't need or that I don't use that much can go up there. Like for example, a lot of these extra blankets for wintertime can go up there, make more space on there. I got a bunch of stuff inside the Trailblazer still that can go up in there that I don't need. So, and there's a lot of space in here for storage. No, it doesn't look like it, but oh, that's cool. Snow's starting to pile up on the windowsill here. But he just actually used that varnish that I have on the floor on this windowsill. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, definitely don't put heavy stuff. No, I was thinking more along the lines of like, you know, lightweight stuff and clothes that I don't wear, or blankets, extra bedding, towels. Because I'm going to buy probably a set of towels. I only own one towel. This towel is here, but this is my towel. And I only had one towel in my camper van because I'm only one person and I would do laundry once a week. So I gotta buy some sets of towels. Just waiting to see what I'm gonna do with the bathroom. I'm thinking about going with actually like a tropical beach vibe in here, just to remind me a little bit of Florida. And because it's like super white in here. I'm probably just gonna get some like cool mats and some decor. Oh, and the light bulbs, I'm gonna switch them to LEDs so they're better on power, and I can actually change like the color. So, you know, if I want like a turquoise or something in there, I can do that. Turquoise and purple. Like a Miami vibe in the bathroom. So that would be cool. And I'm gonna get a newer comforter set because this was my camper van comforter. And I'm thinking about just going with like just like a more traditional beige bedding for in here with a couple throw blankets on top. That would match like the curtains. And I'll just save this comforter for, you know, my new camper van whenever I get that, or new camper. Because again, I really enjoyed van life. I'd love to go out and travel like I was and drive around to cool places, be comfortable, but so I'm gonna save that for the new rig. I hope that these dry by the morning time because I'm gonna have to run errands tomorrow. I'm gonna have to step out the door. Probably not legal, but you can put a screw-in outlet in the bathroom light socket. Oh, I see what you're saying, like in that empty spot up there. I could, but I don't know what like the ampage is for those, or you know, like the only thing I'd use it for are my clippers, and I honestly don't know like if that would trip anything or. No, I think the lead cable behind the bed and then behind the closet thing there's probably like the best idea. And it's not something I'll leave in the bathroom. Like when I'm not using it, I could hide it behind that rack right there. But yeah, I'm gonna be switching all of the light bulbs in here to LED, and they're all gonna be on a remote. So I can, and all of them I can adjust the colors too. So I could go with like a soft tone light or like a super bright light, or I can pick colors. So I'm gonna do, well, that one's actually already an LED, but I'm gonna switch it for like the one I'm talking about. And I'm gonna climb up on the ladder I have in here. So I got this ladder. It's actually a pretty tall ladder. It's tall enough to reach the lights. And swap that out. And then all of the lamps are gonna have LEDs. So power wise, it'll save on electricity. And it'll just look nicer. Everything in here will look nicer. Next time, heat up water and soak the poly before you use it. When stain and poly is heated by hot water, will make it dry faster. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, thank you for telling me. I will definitely try that tomorrow. What do you mean by heat up the, like set it in like hot water? Like, you know, fill up the bathtub with hot water and then. Okay. Yeah, as you can see in here, like this floor in here in the kitchen area or dining room area, this floor definitely needs stainer. Like, it's like pretty flat in here. It's like very, like there's no gloss or anything coming from the wood in this front room for whatever reason. I don't know why. I'm assuming that the people that have lived here before probably spent most of their time up front here, just based on like how the floors look. Make sure you dry a can very good. Oh yeah, yeah, I will. Yeah, I got that can right there. And then that can is actually the same stuff that's in there. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of crazy. Oh, and yeah, the other thing too is I'm gonna end up readjusting that curtain over the door. I can't show you guys right now because I can't walk there, but behind the curtain, you can't see through the glass because it's kind of like fogged out like that. Like you can't see through it. So the window on the door is like that. But you could definitely see like shadows and, you know, the lights are on in here from outside. You could see some like person moving. So it's good that the curtain, that's not really a curtain. It's actually a blanket, it looks like. It was there when I moved in. But the rod's crooked. I don't know if it's just the hook fell down or something. So I'm going to fix that. And I'm actually going to get myself a blackout curtain for the door that looks a lot nicer. And I might even consider getting one for the top too, like a short curtain or whatever. You know, it reminds me of the store here. You all know like the old style like lawyer offices that you go into. Like you go into a building and they have like multiple lawyer offices. That's what this reminds me of. Like the doors all around here are like kind of like that. Like you could totally see like printed like lettering on the door that says Attorney at Law, Saul Goodman. This might have been offices at one point. I mean, the building's old enough. It's probably seen a lot of different things, but I guarantee you, like, at one point, this whole place could have been an office. And it's all part of being in an old building. Oh, yeah, it's still stone. Let's go look at the roof real quick. I think that's pretty cool, is like the fact that I know I can't go on the roof, not allowed, but it is definitely fun to look. I'm allowed to look. Just got to move this out of the way. But in the bedroom here, this is pretty cool. The only pain in the ass is this curtain, getting it back to shut, but look at this. This is awesome. We're on the roof. I bet you the view out here is pretty killer too. So that's a back apartment. And then there's mountains back there too. I mean, you can't see over the roof from this ground level, but I guarantee you if I like stood up and looked out the top one, I could probably see over that sidewall right there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The whole place is historic. I can see why people snuck out on the roof though. I mean, it looks pretty stable, but insurance reasons is why you can't. Because, like, if you fall off the roof or fall through it, the property owner would be in trouble. But, go ahead and shut this back up. Oh, come on. There we go. Just got to pull it. But yeah, you lock this so people can't sneak into my apartment from the roof. That's pretty cool. And when I get curtains I could actually open, I bet you that would be a nice little view there during the summertime. So, oh, I actually have a funny story for you guys, and I haven't told anybody this story yet. So, you all know that I mentioned one of the police officers I met for the town here, right? Well, I had already met some of the officers for the town I'm in prior because I started decoying, and I've already had a couple close calls, the potential like catches or whatever. Like one of the Preds that I was decoying lives in Deadwood, and he was talking about coming out here to lead. And he ended up obviously not coming because I would have probably, recorded it and posted it by now. But anyways, I met officers prior. I showed them my channel and, catching and stuff like that. Well, anyways, fast forward like my second day here. I was coming in late from working all day. And I think it was like about 9, 10 o'clock my time. I come in and I set my things down. I go into the kitchen, grab a drink. I wander into my bedroom. I'm coming into the bedroom, right? All of a sudden I hear something. I hear like a buzz. So I quickly look. I'm like, holy shit. There's a fucking hornet in here. There's a yellow jacket. And the one thing on this planet that I am actually allergic to that will put me in a hospital is the goddamn yellow jacket. Like I can't breathe. Like last time I got stung, which was years ago. Fortunately, I haven't really been stung since, but I probably should invest in an EpiPen just in case because I'm in South Dakota now. Didn't really have yellow jackets in New York, not that I've ever seen. Anyways, this window was open all day. I left it open because it was kind of warm, so that it flew in. And, these ceilings are really tall. This is my second day here, so I had nothing to spray it with. I didn't have this stuff, wasp and hornet killer. It's late at night. I tried driving to the gas station down the road. They didn't even have bleach. Like I was like, gotta settle for a spray thing of bleach so I could shoot it. But for like an hour before I did that, I'm standing in the doorway here with the door, holding the door. I'm just sitting here throwing shit at it and pissing it off, and it's just buzzing around and it keeps going into the fan to where I can't get it. So finally I give up. I shut the door. I leave, I drive up to the gas station. They don't have anything. They don't have bug spray, they don't have wasp killer, they don't have bleach, nothing. And it's late, nowhere else is open. So I go to the police department right across the street and I'm like, hey, this is kind of embarrassing, but I can't get close to this yellow jacket because if I get stung by it, I'm going to end up in the hospital more than likely, or at least the last time I had a reaction. Do you guys happen to have like wasp spray here at the department? You guys have any? So one of the officers ran inside, they looked around, they couldn't find any. And then Officer Rude, who took the swatting calls a couple nights ago, Officer Rude came back out and he was like, hey, we don't have any here, but I only live 10 minutes away. I'm going to jump in my cruiser and drive home real quick. I'm going to grab some wasp spray or bleach. I know I got some. And I'll meet you at your apartment. So I came back here. I waited. He got here, walked up, came in. Mind you, this door is shut. Like, this whole door is shut. The wasp is quarantined in this room. It can't get out. I had put something in front of the door so it couldn't fly under the door. So it was somewhere in the room. So he comes in. He's like, all right, hold on. Before you open the door, I'm going to suit up. So he like puts his gloves on. He's got like a long jacket on and everything. He didn't want to get stung either. And so he's like, all right, you go in the front room, you get far away in case that thing comes out. So he's like walking in there, he's peeking his head around, he's like looking, he shuts the door behind him. And he's got this can of wasp spray right here that he brought from his house. And he didn't have the freaking original straw that came with it, so he was using like this straw. Or whatever this, I think this is just a regular straw. He was like trying to hold it up to it. But anyways, for like 5 minutes, couldn't find the damn wasp. And I'm like, oh fuck, this thing's like vanished and disappeared. And now this cop came all the way out here and the wasp is gone. Well, then he goes in the bathroom and this motherfucker was literally just chilling on the wall. Like it owned the entire apartment. Like it was now the new tenant of the apartment was this wasp. And the cop's like, well, the spray, I tried spraying it. It literally just foamed into the sink, didn't go up. So he comes back out, shuts the door behind him. He's like, all right, we're going to get this thing. So he comes in here, grabs the ladder, bring the ladder back to the bathroom. He goes in. I'm now at this point kind of standing here in the doorway because I can see where the wasp is. He goes up there, he kills it in like 2 seconds once he had the ladder. Wasp is dead, throws it in the toilet. And basically the cop hung out here for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes after we talked about the predator stuff a little bit. But I mean, it was a good way to kind of meet the cops around here. And well, him specifically was the first time I met him. I met the chief of police like a couple weeks prior to that. But then, fast forward 2 days later, he was the one that handled the complaint calls that came through. Hence why he just texted my phone number to let me know that they came through. Then called me. It was kind of a funny, chaotic story, man. Like, but how many times do you guys know of a city cop that would do something like that? Like, most of the time, they'll just say, sorry, we don't have any bug spray, so we can't help you. And, I felt embarrassed going up there and asking for help. But in my mind, I was like, if I actually got stung by it and I don't have like an EpiPen or any way of, essentially treating myself, they might have to come out here and it's going to be a hell of a lot more paperwork to deal with me if I'm in the hospital. Also, I can't afford a hospital bill. It's like $800 for being stung. But when I tell you guys, like, this thing was fucking like flying everywhere. It was literally trying to square up with me. And the weird thing about it is it had like these really long fucking antenna leg things. And it looked like a worm was coming out of it at one point. Like it had like a worm coming out of its ass. I don't know if it was its antenna or a worm. But at that point, that's when I decided to just shut the door and leave. So, anyways, it was a great way for me to meet, the nighttime cop, the cop that's out here at nighttime. And super nice cop. He's younger. He actually has seen predator catching videos on YouTube and knows about Alex, because Alex has been in South Dakota already. And yeah, it was a good way for me to actually meet him. But my point is, like, small town cops are super helpful as long as they know that you're not like going to be crazy or a drug addict or selling drugs or doing anything like that. They'll be cool with you. And unfortunately, they know I can't control what people on the internet do, and he knows I'm a content creator, and it comes with the job. But it's cool. Like, he came out here, helped me, no problem. And then not only that, he said, "Hey, you can just have this." And he left. There's still enough in here to kill probably 2 or 3 more of those guys. So he just left it for me. He's like, if they come back, now you got wasp spray. So he just left it here. I don't know many cops that do stuff like that for people, Super nice of him. Whoever called them to harass you or cooked, cops in South Dakota don't play. They will definitely run the numbers back to the provider to find a source. Well, that's what the chief said. The call I posted was the chief. He wasn't just a police officer. That was the chief of the department here. Super nice guy. And, the chief the chief and my landlord and I both met up today here, actually. Chief was here dealing with the guy in the back unit. They're trying to evict the guy in the back, apparently. But, my landlord, the chief of police, and police officers were all on the same page. They're aware that there's people harassing me on the internet. And the chief basically just said, just ignore it all. He's like, we'll run the numbers, see what we can find. He said it might take a couple of weeks. Because if they got to do like a request, he's going to do like a soft request to whatever the provider is to the numbers. So if it was like Text Now, a fake number, or Google Voice, or, whatever the case may be, he's not doing like a court order or a subpoena. He's, as the police department, going to file a request asking Google or asking Text Now, hey, can you guys provide me the original information to this, yada, yada, yada. 9 times out of 10, they will, because it's the police. Like, they know that they could just get a subpoena. So, there's a good possibility we'll figure out the original number from that. And then there's a good possibility we won't find anything. But I like the fact that they're willing to try. That's definitely more than any of the police departments in New York did for me. The reason New York never did anything was because, unfortunately, that state doesn't really expedite people out of state. And since they're starting off knowing that these people live out of state, they don't want to do anything. They don't want to waste the resources. But South Dakota does expedite out of state. They don't care where you are. They'll put a warrant out for your arrest. And, But the only way that a warrant would actually end up going out is if it persisted. Like if they kept calling. Like if they called every day, or they called, multiple times a day to the department, kept filing complaints. At a certain point, to them, it becomes harassing, and they're attempting to harass the person they're calling about. That's when, they might do something. I don't know exactly what they would do, but he said if it persists, we'll do something. We'll file some kind of legal, especially if we figure out who it is. But either way, the cops know. Obviously, I had to do a background check and stuff to move in here. Cops already ran my name and my information back when I originally introduced myself to them. They have my name, birthday, everything. But at least they'll call me if somebody attempts to do something. You know, they're not going to show up here with guns. I know it's been 3 years, but well, that's why they listened to what I had to say, because I actually was able to show them, you know, some of the stuff on my phone. Not all of it, just enough. Like, and then I verbally just told them what was happening. And then some really nice people I won't mention also sent an email to Officer Rude that I gave them, and they wrote their own narrative, and I didn't tell them what to say or anything. And they emailed Officer Rude what they witnessed that I had to endure the last 4 years. So there's been like at least I'd say 10 or 12 people now that emailed them. So they have a very good understanding of what I've had to deal with for the last 3 or 4 years. They're caught up and filled in. So we're good there. Not that I was worried about the police anyways, because I know I'm not doing anything illegal here. It's good. But then again, I was also new and just moved into the town, and they didn't know me initially until I introduced myself to them, and my timing was impeccable. I had impeccable timing, because if I would have waited just a couple days longer to explain to them the internet and the possibility of swatting, you know, the people that called are incredibly predictable, and that's why I went ahead and told him. Now, I didn't tell him the night he came here to do the wasp. We just talked about predator catching, but I think it was the next day I was chatting with him. I did. Well, honestly, Vic, I don't think anything's ever going to end up happening. It's just annoying, but it's all LARP. It's all LARPing. Nothing's going to end up no one's actually going to come here, if you know what I mean. Honestly, you know, thinking about it now, the person that showed up at my job in New York, I'm willing to bet almost everything. The reason that, you know, couldn't really figure out who it was, I'm thinking it was like a family member of Nathaniel Spencer, because Nate only lived about 35 minutes away from my job. Like, he was in Chenango County and I was in Oneonta. If you look it up, you'll see Norwich and Oneonta are only about 35 minutes away from each other. And if you remember, his whole family was like talking crap about me on the internet, including his mom. And at that time, he was like still making appearances in JD's chats and stuff. So I'm willing to bet that they knew where I worked, obviously, and they just sent a family member up or somebody. Maybe it was his brother or something, or friend. It could be a friend too. And they just came up there. I think it looked like he had something big in his hand, but it also looked like it could have been a poster. It looked like they were going to put like a poster on my van or something. I don't know what it said. And I think they were trying to go into the bathroom to do something in the bathroom, because that's why I had gloves. But the bathroom was in use. It was locked, and he didn't want to just stand around in there and be recognized, so he left. So I don't know, but that, I think, was just a situation where somebody happened to live pretty close to me. So unless somebody lives around here and comes here themselves, I highly doubt anybody off the internet is going to show up here. And if they did, they're not going to be able to get through the front door. And I can see directly, as you can see, all I have to do is open this window up. I can see directly where you enter the building right there. I'm right on top of it. And if I saw somebody like JD, I'd probably find something heavy in here and drop it on their head, like one of those pots or something. I don't know. I'd just drop it and be like, oops, something fell out my window. I don't know what that was. Like in the Looney Tune cartoons, like the giant lump forming on the head. But anyways, the door downstairs is locked. Like you need a key to get in. So there's 2 keys to get in and out of the building. One for my apartment and one for downstairs. So you can't even get up to my apartment. And there's only going to be 2 people that live here in a week. And the old people that live here never leave. Or well, they leave sometimes, but they're not in and out. So there's not like foot traffic where somebody can just wait for somebody and sneak in behind them, because it's so small that you would notice somebody coming in. And the stairs are loud as shit. So nobody's getting in without permission is basically what I'm trying to say. Nobody can get in here. And if they did, that would be a felony, breaking and entering. And the police station, let me see if you guys could see it from here. Oh, the police department is right down the road, right there. Kind of where the road bends, that's where the cops are. So I live literally within an earshot of the police department. Like the cops are literally, I can scream at the top of my lungs and they'll hear me at the police department. But I also have this on me in here. And this is some very powerful stuff, and I could probably shoot it out the window if I had to. Like if they were to try and break in. And that right there will be a very bad day for everybody involved, including myself, because it's bear spray. Man, this place is so old, I'll have this entire place rigged like it's a Home Alone movie. Somebody tries coming up the stairs, there's going to be a paint can that just comes flying on a string. Could you imagine Anthony Cruz and Good Guy coming here? And they're like, you hear him coming up the stairs, be like, all right, guys, you coming up? Come and get me. And then you hear Cruz's fat ass just like crunch, crunch, crunch up the stairs. And all of a sudden, fucking paint can comes down, takes one of them out. Cruz just stares there like, special needs. And then the other paint can comes and it takes them out too. And they just fall flat on their back. Just like drop a bunch of marbles down the stairs when they try and come running up it. Just like rig the whole place. Just have like a bucket of marbles that just falls when you open the door. Oh, the best part too is I have an escape hatch. All I gotta do is get on the roof and go towards the back of the building, jump the wall, and then boom, I'm out of here. So I got a back way out. If they happen to get through the front door, you just escape. Well, Cruz didn't even win in a frickin' one-on-one verbal I wouldn't say argument, but a verbal conversation with me. He got outwitted and outsmarted. I got Cruz to admit to his intent behind making my apartment here a target, in his own words. I got him to admit to Gigi calling the New Hampshire police on me prior to me calling anybody on him. And then he also admitted to picking up the mantle for what Gigi did to me and continue doing the same things that Gigi did. He admitted to all that unwillingly, like he's just this slow. He didn't understand what I was like, how I was like talking to him, and literally fell right into it. The guy forgets I questioned like over 200 predators, so pretty good at, just talking. And then eventually they get annoyed and they just start saying anything. But Stand your ground. It is a stand your ground state or castle law here. Unlike New York, if you shot someone out of self defense, they're still charging you with murder. So if they were ever gonna get me, New York would have been the best state for them because I'm like limited on how I can defend myself. Here, anything that I can grab in here to defend myself. Probably that lamp right there. It's pretty heavy. Well, yeah, if it persists, I will, Vic. As of right now, I don't even. I mean, if they keep it up, then yeah, I will. But I just wanted him to admit it to himself verbally, and he did. That's why he jumped off twice, because I think he realized that after he said it, he was like, "Oh shit, I just got. I should not have said that." The earpiece wasn't working. Oh, I know he made threats, but he's not gonna actually do anything. Is like my point. Like he's not coming all the way up here. He's more of an actual troll. Like good guy. I could see good guy coming, but good guy has too much to lose. That's why he makes everybody else do his dirty work. And Cruz is too much of a troll and a larper. Cruz ain't fucking going out of Houston at all. And there's no one from that group that come all the way out here for me. Like, just isn't gonna happen. No, I know it's not good, but again, you could easily fight somebody calling people. You just tell the people that you're going to be getting a phone call from this idiot. Let me show you this idiot on YouTube real quick. Okay, here's a video. This is what this person's doing. That's pretty much all you have to do. You just make people aware of it. Just be proactive. And at this point, about almost 4 years in dealing with this, I'm actually pretty good now at explaining this part of the internet to people. And it's as simple as this. I tell them the truth. I used to catch predators a lot. Now it's more of a hobby. I do it when I can. But when I was in the thick of it, I caught a lot of predators. I made a few enemies in the process of it, none of which are actual predators I actually caught or family members of predators. They're just trolls from the internet. And they're going to call you and harass me by calling you or, whatever the case may be. And that's basically it. You just explain it like that. It's pretty easy to understand. And there's not anything I could do about it. So, with my job and everything, that's why I didn't get fired. You just got to explain it. And once you explain it, then you don't have to deal with it anymore. That floor is really starting to look glossy. Looks good. I believe I posted it, Vic, as a short already on my Mr. Webb channel. No, but if they actually called in like a actual like legitimate threat, like the Jeff swatting, for example. You all remember like the AI voice that they used and tried to make it seem like he was going berserk and he was going to shoot up the house. And then the cops came blazing with guns. Like, they did that to him. The people he thinks are his friends, they did that to him. But anyways, yeah, Jeff being swatted in that fashion was pretty freaking scary. But if they tried pulling that here in South Dakota, especially given the history and they know about the situation already and they're aware to it and smart to it, if they tried that, that would actually be a felony crime here, and that is something they would pursue to no end, and they will find them and they will put a warrant out for their arrest and they will ship their ass up here to South Dakota so fast, and they will sit in the Lawrence County jail until their court date because they're out of state. So they take it very seriously. They don't have the manpower to have the officers' times wasted like that with bogus calls. Fortunately for me, I don't have to actually worry about cops showing up here like they did with Jeff, even if they did do that. But 911 dispatch will be on it and they'll fucking figure it out. Like, it will become priority number one, especially in a small town. They don't have a lot of exciting things that happen on a daily basis. They would love to figure it out at that point. Yeah, you can't do that. So if that ends up happening, then I'll just deal with it as it happens. But that will definitely warrant something criminal on the criminal side of things. At this point, they just want to trace the numbers as much as they can, and if they get something, they just want to flag the numbers in the system, the original numbers. I don't know if people know this or not, but sometimes if you block a call and call 911, 911 has systems that they could still detect the original number. So, like, I challenge anyone to dial 911 from a blocked number. Like, if you like try calling the non-emergency number from a blocked number, it still goes to dispatch, but they can still tell. It really depends on the agency, but there's agencies out there that blocking your number doesn't work. Oh wow, Vic. Yeah, it's not fun, like trying to weaponize the police to cause bodily harm to you off the internet. I mean, that's already happened to me twice. You know, first was with Shay, and then the second time was with JD. With well, not to me. The first time with Shay was like directed towards me, but JD was trying to have that done to my mom, which is pretty messed up. You know, calling in the school threat, and then cops if the cops would have rolled in with guns drawn on my mother, like, what the hell? I would have been pretty fucked. Like, she didn't do anything. You can't, I don't know. I definitely didn't do that shit to Tommy. I emailed, like, ICAC detectives, not regular cops. And it was about CP, not like, hey, he's got a gun, he's gonna blow somebody up, go to his house. It wasn't like that at all. That's just crazy. Well, just so you know, Vic, that guy sucks at doing restraining orders. So I gotta set my phone down for a second. That guy sucks at doing restraining orders, and more than likely, if you have to go to court, that guy's gonna end up getting yelled at by the judge again for wasting the court's time, like he did with me. Ugh. It's funny. I have 100% success rate with or against restraining orders. No offense, Vic, but the one with you, I won. And then all the other times, people have tried, like JD and Shay, multiple times. They failed. Why? Because they've never actually had tangible evidence for one, A, but B, like, I keep pretty detailed log of, shit that I've been through with them and what they've done to me. So it makes it like pretty easy to show the court that, especially when you're telling the truth, it makes it a lot easier to explain things to like a judge or the police. Like, You're not having to lie, you know? Literally just telling the truth. Alright, move all this so I can sit in this chair. I don't want to put them there. I got my other phone so I can read chat. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these floors are looking pretty good. Look at that. Look at the ants. You guys want to look at a floor? Literally just a wooden floor. Yeah, I know, Vic. Oh, you don't have to be like guilty about it anymore, Vic. That was, you were being sympathetic towards somebody that you at the time believed until you gotten to know that person better and they just used you. And it's unfortunate, but the difference between you and Cruz is Cruz knowingly knows that it's all bullshit and a lie, yet he still continues on doing it because he like openly even made more lies up tonight too. Now the new one is I chased Gina's parrots around with a broom. I've never heard that one before until today, but this is kind of funny. Never did that, but anyways, you at least I think genuinely believed what they were telling you, where I know, like, based off of my conversation I had with Cruz tonight, I honestly, God, don't think he believes anything of what they say. I think he's just a troll after hearing him tonight. I think I never really thought he was the brains of the operation, but I most certainly now know that he's not the brains of the operation. It's the Mossad pulling the strings. Nunya's not even pulling the strings. Nunya's just there to talk shit. She ain't telling them to do any of this. It's all good guy. It's all JD. That's it. They're putting Cruz up to it, and I honestly believe somebody like Haystack is the one providing the information to them to use. He's the one doing all the digging, calling around to get info. So once you realize that, then you're like, okay, it's not really a lot of people. See, I don't look at it the same way as like a lot of other people. I'm not like, oh, it's Nunya broad like group, it's the Nunya Knights. I look at it like from my side of things, the original people I've been dealing with for 4 years. It's them. It's JD and Good Guy. I don't even count Gina. Gina's just kind of like a side chick in the group. Like she's not. She just comes up with occasional lies that they use as ammo, but Robbie. Yep. Right now we're literally watching paint dry. Or well, yeah, it's not paint, it's varnish. We're watching varnish dry right now. But look how shiny. Look how shiny. Look at the difference. I told you guys it was gonna look really good. I don't know why I picked this whole entire gimbal up. I could just tilt my phone down. But yeah, look at that. That looks pretty good. Honestly, I think that maybe a second coat will be warranted. I'll do the whole floor. Tomorrow I'll do the other half because that will be dry enough to walk on. And I can move the or the chairs to that side of the room. I'll finish this up. And then on Saturday, I'll see what it looks like. And if I feel like, hey, I want it to be a little bit more glossy, I'll give it a second coat. I'll just redo it again. And not redo it, but I'll, just put more varnish down. But I think it'll be just right. Like, I don't want it super shiny. I don't want like the freaking light reflecting off of it to where it's like blinding me. But I think it's pretty badass to have an apartment with like historic original floors. Like these floors were in here when they built this out, and they're still here. Like these floors have seen a lot of things probably. But yeah, Lisa, I agree. I like historic places, and the funny thing is, like, you guys know, like, I'm into like paranormal stuff and ghosts, and when I was camping out in the woods and stuff. Hey, Dominique. Um, I was camping out in the woods looking for Bigfoot and shit. Here, you would think like, oh, it's haunted or something. Honestly, I get no vibes like that here. The only energy I have here is just positive energy. I don't feel like anybody's watching me. Like I can walk around in here with the lights completely off, and it's feels like normal. Where there's been places I've stayed at where like it just you feel like something's like looking over your shoulder. Here I don't really got that. I'm like super comfortable in here. Where are the hose at? Uh, yeah, I don't have any of those. Unfortunately, just me. I'm too old now to deal with that. I don't know. Maybe one of these days, I'll have someone to hang out with, but right now, no. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. It's best to lightly sand between coats. Etched makes like a key to lock top coat to bottom coat. Sometimes if you don't do that, the top coat can flack off or peel. Oh, okay. Alright, I didn't know that. Zach Bagans? I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before. Let me look. Oh, it's in Las Vegas. No, I've never. Oh, it's a haunted museum. Cool. I'll have to look that up because I bet you there's YouTube videos on it. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Um, yeah, I was kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, like when I first started bringing my things up here and I hadn't slept here at night yet, like the first night was kind of awkward just because, it's a new place. But it wasn't like I didn't have any weird off putting vibes. And then the next day, once I got a little bit more unpacked and settled in here, like it's just quiet. Like, listen how quiet it is. And that's one of the perks of not having like a million neighbors and people coming and going constantly. Not a lot of traffic this time at night on the road. Occasionally you hear cars go by. But that's what I mean. Like it was just quiet, but it was like it feels peaceful. It doesn't feel like no negative energy. Now, when I stayed at the Bullock Hotel for a night, like I went and stayed at the Bullock, um, I'm not gonna lie, like I turned the lights off in the room, I left the TV running, and I left the bathroom light on, and I left the door cracked, and I did that because I just felt like I could just feel like the energy. That's why it's a haunted hotel. You just have that. It's just a feeling in your gut, I guess, is the best way to say it. Like there's not actually someone there in the room with you, but it feels like there is in your gut. And like I wasn't able to get a good night's sleep because I felt like I was gonna open my eyes and something would be standing at the end of my bed. That's how I felt the whole night. And here I don't get that. Like I actually sleep really well here. Um, Not sent, just a suggestion, but good to see you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Robbie. Yeah. Again, good vibes here, and it's only gonna get like more cozy in here once I actually start building it out. Like I said, I had to get the floors done first because if I turn this, if I would have, brought up the coffee table that I have in the back of my car right now and went and picked up the TV stand, the one that was like 15 bucks, I'd have to be moving and shifting all of that out of my way right now to put varnish on the floors, and there's already stuff in here I have to move out of the way, play Tetris with. So as soon as I get this floor done, I'll be able to start bringing that stuff up from my car and then go pick up more stuff, and then I can go get the new chairs for the dining room area, and we'll get the old chairs donated. I'm putting the whole place on wheels, guys. This is the new van. We're gonna get a 18 wheeler, and we're gonna have them lift the entire brick building up and put it on the back of the truck, and we're gonna cruise around with it. The irony is, like where I'm living, I'm in the middle of the Black Hills. Like I could walk down the road to get to a old mining trail and just venture off into the forest. Like where I'm living is like basically in the middle of all the places that I would go camping at anyways. I'm essentially living in the middle of like a historic forest mining area. Yeah, so whose place are we in right now? We're in my place. Or well, I'm the renter anyways. But it definitely beats a camper van in terms of living. Like I told you all before, even when I was in New York, I had the money to have an apartment that whole time. I just chose to live van life and put all my money into a van. But, uh, after living in the van, I think I lived in the van actually for a full year, or almost a full year. I think I moved. When did I move into the van? Does anybody remember? I know it was at the beginning of summertime because I thought I had finished the van enough to move, like my bed and everything into it around like June. I'd like to say June, so in like a few months, basically, or a couple months. I'm pretty certain it was around June. And I lived in the van even when it broke down on me. For a while, it was broken down at my job parking lot, so I slept in it there. And then um, I took it to my buddy's place, and then I slept in it there, even while it was like taken apart. So yeah, I mean, like I stayed living in the van. The only time that I wasn't living in the van was when I was watching my friend's cats when she went out of town. I was house sitting, so I would stay, a week here or there at her place. And I would just sleep on the couch. But yeah, I mean, like I lived in that thing for a while. And I mean, I will say that it was pretty comfortable. Like I had that thing to where it was comfortable to sit and sleep in, but it wasn't comfortable because you couldn't like stand up straight. But I mean, like in my case, I would just, if I needed to stand up, I would just go outside and stand up. Like it wasn't a big deal to me. But I'd say my least favorite thing was cooking. It was just awkward trying to cook in that thing because I had to do it kind of sideways. The chair wouldn't spin all the way facing the kitchen, but I didn't even have like a sink or anything in there. And the next camper that I build out, whether it be a van or a truck house camper or cabin, I'm definitely gonna do a full kitchen in it. Like it's gonna have a gas or a propane powered gas stove and oven, the kinds that you see in RVs. It's gonna have a sink. It's gonna have a gray water tank, fresh water tank. It's gonna have a bathroom. I'm gonna be able to stand up in whatever it is. And this time I'm not going to cut any corners and I'm just gonna fucking shoot for the moon and build it out how I want it to be comfortable. And I'm not buying anything until I have the money to get exactly what it is that I want. Like there's no need for me to rush into it. I was kind of rushed into getting the van that I got because my Mazda that I had, the transmission finally went, and I had no choice. Like I had to get something, and at that point, I was like already wanting to do van life. So I was like, well, I'll just get what I can afford and build it out. Um, and that's how I ended up with the van that I got. And I'll say at least I got the experience of building it out and figured out what worked and what didn't. But this next go around, like in 3 months, if I don't have the money to get like at least a 2014, like if I can't find one on the market in my price range, I'll just hold off. Like I don't need to rush into another vehicle. And actually, before I even get a van, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get myself a Honda Shadow, like just a little motorcycle. Because oh, hold on, stupid ad keeps popping up. I'm gonna get a little Honda Shadow to just be able to move around on, so I don't have to drive the SUV everywhere. And I got a place I can park it. So I'll have that in the meantime, which that will allow me even more time to take, before if I find something or if I don't, it'll be a lot less stressful. Because I don't know how long the Trailblazer will last realistically. Like, the engine and trans in it work great right now. But I've said that about my van, and then the van died like 2 days later. Remember, I was like, oh, the van, I've made it 1,000 miles, it's running great. And then the next day, the fucking motor blows. So, Trailblazer could literally fail the next day. Um, I did fix the fuel tank at least. That's not coming out. That's like actually more secure now than it was when I bought the damn thing. I'm lucky that the rust guard bar didn't pop out on me when I was on Interstate 90 doing like 75 miles per hour down the road. That would have sucked. That would have been an explosion for sure. I was lucky I was on like a back trail trying to get to a camp spot and it fell out when I was driving like 5 miles per hour on grass. But yeah, I don't know how long that's gonna last me, and you can get a Honda Shadow for anywhere from 600 to 800 bucks. So I'm thinking about getting a little motorcycle in case the Trailblazer does go on me. I at least still have transportation to get around. And with gas prices going through the roof with no relief or seeing them going down anytime soon, I think for that reason alone, I need something that's like pretty fuel efficient right now. And the cool thing too is like all of my expeditions I'm planning on going on, like hiking and stuff like that, I could take a motorcycle to most of those places. Like it's not that big of a deal. All right, Vic. Well, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the advice too. Robbie says was great content. I watched the entire adventure or experiment or whatever it's called. Oh, the like living in the van. Yeah, yeah, it was great. I enjoyed making the videos and stuff, and it's just a shame I didn't really get to explore as many places as I intended to in the van. I did get to go to a lot of places in upstate New York, but I like, my ambitions were to be out west. And had my van not broken down, I would already be in Wyoming by now because I was planning on going to the Grand Tetons by this time. And then by May, I was planning on being in Yellowstone to catch the blooming of spring. But, plans change. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I misread your comment. My bad. But yeah, that's my point. Is that I'm not in a rush. I'm totally cool with just settling into my apartment here. Enjoy, kind of like adding things into here, built, making it more comfortable and cozy. Having myself like a safe place to be, and then once that's, I've been here for a few months and start looking around for, yeah, something. I got two options, right? The way I look at it is I have two options. I could go with a Sprinter van, like a Ram ProMaster, which is what I would get if I went with a van. Mercedes is way out of my price range, so basically the most affordable van that you're going to get on the market for the size I need is going to be a Ram ProMaster. Or option B, I get myself a reliable pickup, probably a Toyota, like a Toyota Tundra or something. Not brand new, but you can find a nice 2014 or 2015 Tundra for a decent price. They're very reliable. Find one with a big enough truck bed in it and build a literal cabin on the back of the truck and mount it. Like, those are my two options. Like, I really don't want to go with a tow behind trailer. I don't want to go with a traditional camper. They're hard to park places. At least with a van and a truck house, you can still park in one single parking spot. And where I live here, I got places I could park it at legally, but if I got like a trailer or an RV, I wouldn't have any place to park it. I'd literally would have to rent a storage unit every month just to park my camper. You ever watch Saucy Seth? I've never seen that before. Let me look it up. Oh, yeah, actually, I have seen him before. I wasn't sub to him, but I think I would. I used to be sub to him, I believe. Um, on my Mr. Web channel that I used to have. Okay, I just didn't recognize the name. Well, I just resubbed to him, so I'll be checking him out. I love watching other van life content creators or truck campers, because like it keeps me motivated. It gives me like ideas, you know. Also, filming ideas. Sometimes you see how somebody, you know, gets certain shots and you try it out yourself and like it. Yeah, I'll have to pull it up. Saucy South is cool. Yeah, I'll actually. Speaking of which, let me save this video you just posted to my playlist. Oh, I gotta tell you guys. So I got super lucky today with frickin' Total by Verizon. That's who I use for my phone service, by the way. It's Total by Verizon. Um, Super cool. So when I got Starlink, I dropped my phone plan from the $65 a month unlimited plan down to the $40 a month plan, which basically is just unlimited talk and text, but they slow your 5G down after a certain amount of gigs, and then you only got like 5 gigabytes of hotspot. And you know, when I moved in here, I tried the Starlink out, and mind you, my service was set to end on the 12th, which it's now past the 12th. I'm sorry, on the 13th. My bad. Um, but I can't. So I canceled Starlink for now. I canceled it on the 12th, so I didn't get billed again. So Starlink is a non-contract thing. Like you're not. It's just month to month, basically. It's like a prepaid phone plan. So you pay for what you get for the month, and you can't change your plan or do anything with it until that's over with. So, anyways, I ended up canceling Starlink just for right now because when I would put it in the window, it was running the same speeds that my phone was running, and I just couldn't justify paying $165 to not really be camping or moving around. Now I do know that I can go with the $50 home plan with Starlink, but that would mean I like can't throw my Starlink in my car and use it to drive around with. So for now, I just haven't renewed it. And Starlink totally is worth it, by the way. Like I'm not saying it's not worth it. It's definitely I got my $165 out of it for sure. But what I was about to say about Total by Verizon is I had the cheap plan and I'm pulling, I think it's 211 Mbps download, which is typically what I would get with Starlink. And my upload speeds are 10 to 15. So Verizon's really good where I'm living, is what I'm trying to say. So today, my phone bill is due. So I call instead of paying through the app like I normally do, I called because I wanted to do a plan change where I wanted to go back to my $65 a month plan for unlimited everything, unlimited hotspot. I called up and they ended up enrolling me back into autopay, and I upgraded my plan, and the lady's like, all right, your bill is going to be $30 a month. I'm like, wait, $30 a month? I thought it was 65. And she's like, you've been with us for a long time, and we have a promotion going on for this plan. And since you're already with us and already have a phone, we can sign you up and you'll get 50% off. So it's actually $60 a month with autopay. It's 65 without autopay. So I ended up paying $30 initially, and now I'm getting unlimited everything, full 5G, non slowed down service each month. So now my internet's even better than it was on the last plan. I get unlimited hotspot. Like I've been streaming with Verizon. I'm not on Starlink right now, and the stream's been great. Um, I'm able to run my computer off of my hotspot, my phones, everything. Really great signal at Verizon out here in the Black Hills. And here's the kicker. included for $30 a month in my phone plan, I get Disney Plus Premium. So that I had Disney Plus, I was paying for it like a while ago. I canceled it because I couldn't afford it. I think Disney Plus by itself now is something like $20 a month. I think it actually might even be more than that. I get it for free. Like it's included in my phone bill. That's pretty crazy. So then I got an additional $3 off. I don't even remember why, but I got $3 off through July for like they said 3 months. Um, oh, that's what it was for. They said if you enroll in auto pay, you get the 50%. But if you also enroll in auto pay for the next 3 months, your bill's only $27. So for $27, I get unlimited everything, unlimited hotspot. The hotspot was the main thing. Like in order for this to work without Starlink, I had to have unlimited hotspot because I go through data really quick with my job and my company, and then on top of that, watching like YouTube or having a movie playing. The only way to not have Starlink would be to have unlimited hotspot for me, anyways, because there's not like Wi-Fi included here or anything. So I got really lucky today with that. So my phone bill went from $45 a month to $27 for the next 3 months, and I got more crap out of it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Vic, like that's pretty crazy. I will say this: I've been with Total by Verizon for I think 4 years now, and I can tell you that um, it's been good. But and I have the rewards program, but it's taken 4 years to save up 2,500 points, and I think it was last week I ran out of hotspot and I needed hotspot the last few days or whatever. So I went into my app and I was like, I was about to just pay for extra hotspot for like $20 because I needed it. And I seen an option to pay with my points. And I was like, oh, I could finally use my points after 4 years. And for 2,000 points, it took 4 years to build up 2,500 points. For 2,000 points, I got 15 gigabytes of hotspot, and it got me through till my phone bill was due. So now I got unlimited hotspot, but that's crazy that it took 4 years to save up 2,500 points, and boom, gone just for 15 gigabytes. And I didn't even get to use the whole 15 gigs of hotspot either because now I'm unlimited, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, Total by Verizon's got a pretty sweet deal going on right now, and it runs off of the normal Verizon towers anyways. But Verizon is really good in South Dakota for some reason. Well, in the Black Hills region, it's good. I don't know what it's like other than the Badlands in here. Badlands, it wasn't that great. But once I start going out and doing more camping, like actual camping, and being in one place for more than a couple of days, I still have Starlink, but I'll just reactivate it because I can turn it back on. Like the cool thing about Starlink is you could pause your account too. So like if I paid $165, like say for example, I paid for my Starlink plan $165 last week, and say this week I decided, okay, I don't need Starlink right now. I can literally pause my Starlink on the Starlink Mini on my app, and then I can turn it on 2 months from now. And then the 3 weeks I haven't used for the month I paid for, like this month, would just continue 3 months or 2 months from now for what I've already paid. Like I wouldn't have to pay anything. Like I could have paused it like before the bill was due too, but that's the cool thing about Starlink. It's like super flexible where you just turn your account back on when you want to use it. It'll save, your plan depending on it goes based off of the 30 days. So I'll turn Starlink back on once I actually have time to go back out and explore more. Like when I go hiking in the woods and stuff like that, I can't take Starlink anyways. So like I would just use it driving and streaming, but at least for this current month, I could not justify paying $165 for it. I really couldn't. Like I thought heavily about it. I was like, for one, I just moved into a place. I don't really have the money for this. I mean, I do have the money, but do I need to put money towards this or can I put money towards the apartment? So it was like one of those. And it's not like I'm trying to upload episodes right now either. So I think like with Starlink, that's the main thing. That is what I would need it for, is uploading 4K videos. So we'll see. Yeah, right before I shut it off, I did test it out here, and I was not getting. I don't know if it's the buildings across the street from me that were obstructing, but for whatever reason, I was not getting the signal. Like the signal was better in the front windshield of my vehicle for some reason. I don't know if there's just too many obstacles in the way or. But I also didn't try this. You all know that I got the window in the bedroom facing the roof. And it's a flat roof. I bet you I can throw Starlink out on the roof. Like, just frisbee it out there and pull it with the cord. Put it on the flat roof and actually face it in the direction it needs to go. Then it probably would work great. So I don't know. Maybe when I turn it back on here and within the next month, I'll try that out. I didn't even think about that till now. Get that whole flat roof out there. Then it would work great because there would be nothing really obstructing it. Hey, what's up, Josh? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Appreciate it, man. I'm trying in life. I'll say I have to be really grateful for where I'm currently at, because things could have been a lot worse for me. I could still be living in the back of a very tiny small SUV right now. And when I tell you guys, like, it was not comfortable at all. Like, for the last, I'd like to say the last 2 weeks that I was living in the Trailblazer, that thing was not comfortable. Like, I literally, you guys don't even understand. Like, I couldn't do, like, basic, like, tasks easily. I remember the last week I was staying in it, I needed to shave, and even finding a place to set my mirror so I could freaking shave, like, that was hard. Like, there was, like, no place to put my mirror at a level to where I could see myself. It was rough, man. And then the try and charge the freaking Bluetti. Yeah, that was not fun either. Especially when it was really cold, like I'd have to leave my door open to charge it, where the camper van, I would just plug it into the wall of the van. But it was rough, man. The last 2 weeks was not comfortable. I was not sleeping well. It was like really hard to get comfortable in that thing. And basically, I was just sleeping on the floor with like a couple of foam mattresses, and yeah, it was not fun. Look at that snow coming down. That snow going sideways now. And it's getting colder. Up here comes somebody. Yeah, it's coming down. I will say, even though I don't have this place like decorated yet and where I want it to be, because I just moved in, still pretty cozy with the snow outside. And inside here, even though it's cold out and snowing, it is super comfortable in here right now. Like if I leave the window shut, like it's super comfortable. The radiator's not on. That does come on automatically. I think he said when it's like below 30 out, like in the 20s, it comes on. The boiler kicks on and it starts producing heat. But I also do think I have the option to turn it off and on. I'll just have to ask about it because I'm from Florida. We don't have these down there. But I think I can turn it off and on. So I don't have to have it on. But I will let you guys know. This is the coldest room in the apartment. Like up here, up front, obviously with the big window. All I have to do is just shut this door. Like if I shut this door, I don't even have to put anything down there. But if I shut that door, the rest of this place stays like perfect temperature. Like it is not cold in here at all right now. Like I'm not wearing a jacket or anything. But I don't even have to shut this door because it's not that cold. Like it's just comfortable. Oops. And that's one of the perks of living in an old building. Like if you're in a brand new condo, paper thin walls and poor insulation, like you're just, if it's hot out, you're gonna be hot. If it's cold, you're gonna be cold. Oh, you can? Okay, thanks, Vic. I did not, I wasn't like 100% sure. So I'm assuming all of them have that. Because I'm not really a fan of like, yeah, that one has it too. There's that one, and then I think that just blows heat on the side of the toilet there. And then I got this one. Yeah, that's got a knob down there too. The radiator under the shelf. So that's cool. I think when it gets cold and these are on, I'll probably just leave that one on and then turn that one off and the one in the bedroom off. And maybe even go with like a little tiny mini space heater for the bedroom. But yeah, I mean, old buildings like this, even summertime, if you notice, there's no air conditioning in here. Got fans, but there's no AC. And the reason being is because you don't even need AC during the summertime. He said that typically summer, you just have blackout curtains in front of all the windows. Make sure your windows are covered. And it will literally just stay around 70 degrees in here all day. And you just leave the fans running. But if it did get like too hot or whatever, I would just order another one of those portable AC units off of the TikTok shop that I had because that thing worked great. You guys remember the thing I had set up in the front of my van as like the little stand up AC unit? I would just get one of those and I would literally just, exhaust it out one of these windows up front here. I would just open this to, that's about the height of the exhaust port, cut it, and then just shut the window on it and have it in the corner plugged in, and boom, air conditioning. It'll cool the whole place down. So worst case scenario, I only paid like $300 for that thing, and it worked. I gave it to my friend because I couldn't take it with me in the van. It took up too much room. So I don't have it anymore, but I'll just buy a new one. Plus that one was kind of banged up, or not banged up, but like scuffed up because it fell a couple times when I was driving. But yeah, this is I think I'll wait and see what it's like. I may not even need it. But the cool thing about it is, you know, during wintertime, it's on wheels. You could just push it into a corner somewhere. And actually, there's a storage closet in the stairway area. Probably put stuff in there too. Extra storage if needed. But yeah, I think wintertime, probably we get like a little space heater and plug it in the bathroom. You know, when I'm taking a shower, so you're not freezing, but cross ventilation, yeah. And I usually leave these doors open. So like the store stays open. The store stays open. So, you know, during the daytime when it's been like in the 60s and 50s, I've been opening that window, and then I crack the window in my bedroom during the day. And it's got like a nice airflow in here. Just like pulls the air through. You could probably do that during summer too, and it'd be fine. But yeah, old buildings like this are freaking awesome. Oh no, my computer died. Yeah, old buildings like this are freaking super nice with the tall ceilings, like the like climate control. Ugh. Grab my computer cable. I'm just gonna drag it. Whatever. Oh no, I can't because I don't want it in the stainer. Hold on, I actually picked this up. So for right now, this computer is my TV. And oops. I ended up throwing away my gaming monitor. Remember that cheap gaming monitor I got from Walmart? I threw it away because it was taking up room in my Trailblazer that I was trying to live out of. And I threw it away because I thought it was broken. And then when I took the PlayStation to GameStop so they could look at it, the PlayStation was actually what was broken, not the, I gotta say, it was the PlayStation that the HDMI port was busted, or like, it was all fucked up, and it would have cost like $300 to repair it. So GameStop ended up giving me close to like $200 for it anyways. It was a 1 terabyte PlayStation Pro. But I mean, it's better than paying $300 to fix it. Like I said earlier, I don't have time to play it anyways right now. I've been pretty busy. People understood how busy I've been, like working, and so I don't have the time for it. But yeah, this is my TV. I just pull it here, tilt the screen down, and boom. For right now, it works. But I'll be getting, actually, my landlord has an extra TV he's just going to let me pick up. And it's not like a huge TV, but I'm going to put it in my bedroom for now. And I got In that bag right there, I got a FireWire to HDMI so I could plug my computer into any TV that's got a HDMI port and have the TV run off my computer. My goal for next month is to write 2,500 songs in 30 days. Oh, I think you could get there, Vic. I think you could do it. I think you could do it. No problem. I'll set you guys down again. Hang my shirt up so it doesn't get all wrinkled on me. Alright, there we go. I gotta do my laundry. Bag's getting heavy. But yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, like a lot of them are pretty funny. They're good. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys how freaking dark it gets in this room. Alright, first thing I want to do. Alright, last look at the floor tonight. And then tomorrow I'll finish the other half. But I gotta turn this light off without stepping on the floor. Alright, that worked. Okay. Oops. I gotta take this phone and plug this in too. Alright, yeah. Actually, you can kind of see the floor better now with the lights off. That's weird. There's a difference. Looks 100 times better. What are we even talking about? Of course it looks better. Alright, I gotta plug this phone in real quick. Oh, nope, that goes to that. Where's my iPhone? Oh, it's over here. Duh. Forgot. It's on the extension cable. Alright, hold on. I gotta plug this other phone in. It's dying. It's dying. I'm just gonna set you guys here for a second. Okay. Throw that there. Oop, plug this in. And now I gotta unplug this other extension cable. Is at 27%. Yeah, this other cable I have is for the front room. But I'm just gonna put it in here for it. Alright, so I'll show you guys real quick. This I can just move over. Wait, why am I turning this on? I want to show you guys how dark it is. It's like a blackout room. Alright, so turn this off. So it's like super cozy in here with that one light. Look at this. Alright. Look how freaking dark it is in here. Except for, hold on, let me unplug my computer. Look how dark it is. You can't see anything in here. And you could see the power strip light. But at nighttime, this is what I see. Like it's like pitch dark. And turn this back on. That's crazy how dark it is in there. Usually at night I just have the TV going or something because I need background noise. But I turn on, like what's going on? There we go. All right. But yeah, pretty much the whole place gets like super dark. And like even the front room's the only room that it doesn't get dark because of the window. But if I shut this, look, it's dark as hell. Yeah, I have to have like background noise, and especially here, like back in the bedroom, it is really quiet back there. It's like almost too quiet, and it's like hard to sleep when it's that quiet. Jesus. All that snow. Oh, I didn't realize how much the snow actually piled up. Look at that. That's at least like, that's at least 2.5 inches, maybe more. I didn't realize how much snow we're actually getting. I thought it was just supposed to be a dusting. Huh. Well, anyways, guys, I want to get some sleep because I want to finish the floors tomorrow, and I got some like stuff I gotta work on for work, and I gotta go run errands, and I gotta freaking go do laundry, and blah 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 blah. So much stuff I gotta do tomorrow. At least I could sleep in a little bit, but still, got shit I gotta do. It's supposed to snow, I think, till like 3 or 4 in the morning. So, or my time, 3 or 4 in the morning. So, and it's gonna be colder tomorrow. So I don't know. The snow might melt during the day some, but honestly, I won't be mad if it does melt because I'm kind of over the snow at this point. I've seen my fair share of snow to last me a year. 88 is crazy. Yeah, you're all the way down there. Yeah, absolutely, Vic. Thanks for tuning in as always. All right, guys. Well, hope you all have a great night. And I'll probably, like, when I finish staining tomorrow, I'll go live again and finish it up so y'all could see what it looks like done. And perfect timing because my phone just popped up on screen. I'm at 20% battery. And if this phone dies, I no longer have hotspot anymore, so I gotta plug it in. Which is good because I have this extra phone cable. So. And I got a charging block. Alright guys, you all have a good night. I'll see you